South Koreans are deciding who will be their next president. Voters are choosing between the conservative ruling party candidate Park Geun-hye and her center-left challenger Moon Jae-in. Opinion polls are suggesting a narrow lead for Park. She's the daughter of the former military leader who imprisoned her rival Moon for political activism.
More than 40 million people are eligible to vote. Most analysts are predicting a tight race between the two, separated as they were by as little as 0.5% in some polls. Turnout is encouraging so far, slightly higher than 5 years ago. However, temperatures of -10 Celsius are likely to have an impact.
Voters have been heading to the more than 13,000 polling stations across the country. It's -10 degrees here in the capital. Still, people are waiting patiently outside to mark their ballots. Many are deciding between Park Geun-hye of the governing Saenuri Party or Moon Jae-in of the opposition Democratic United Party. Park has been telling South Koreans she'll improve their lives if elected. She wants to follow in her father's footsteps and become president. She would be the country's first female leader. Moon is promising change for middle and working class people. He says he'll invest in creating jobs and establish a stable welfare system. The dominant theme is the ever-growing income gap under outgoing President Lee Myung-bak.
North Korea is not one of the main issues. We would assume that it would be, considering they carried out a rocket launch last week. The entire international community is up in arms and condemning them about what they have done. And yet voters behind me and around 13,500 other polling stations in South Korea are not focusing on their northern neighbour. As you say, they are focusing on the economy. Now, the reason for that is obviously North Korea had more of an impact on elections in the past. But South Koreans have been here before. They've seen these rocket launches before. They've seen nuclear tests. They've seen provocations. And really, it doesn't affect them as much as it used to. But the fact that the economy is slowing down does affect them. They want to know what these candidates are going to be doing about youth unemployment, which is rising, and also welfare reform, and the gap between rich and poor here in South Korea, which is really widening. So it is all about the economy this year.
The policies on both sides, while there are minor differences, have been broadly similar. Both candidates accept that economic democratization is the name of the game at the moment. Voters on all sides want to see more wealth distribution, they want to see more jobs, welfare being expanded. So both candidates have been talking about that, and both candidates have been talking about engaging more with North Korea, although they do have big differences on how far and how quickly to engage with North Korea. So why this is such a tight race really comes down to two things: personalities involved and history. Park Geun-hye is the daughter of a former military strongman here. Moon Jae-in is the former chief of staff to the last liberal president in South Korea. They represent very different sides of the political divide, and in some ways this is a vote on the past as well as on the future.